They say what we do in life echoes in eternity, and Gladiator echoes loudly. Let's be honest, Gladiator isn't just 2 hours of Russell Crowe being emotionally constipated and slicing through dudes in sandals. It's a philosophical powerhouse packed with life lessons that can slap you harder than a Roman centurion. So today we're diving deep, like Marcus Aurelius, journaling with a glass of red wine deep in order to access the timeless wisdom that is buried beneath the sand and blood of the Colosseum. Purpose is stronger than circumstance. Maximus starts as a general, then in a blink, he's a slave, a gladiator, a man with nothing. But he never loses his sense of purpose. Revenge, sure, but more than that, justice, honor, duty to a dying emperor's vision. Circumstances always change. Your jobs, relationships, your health, temporary. But purpose? That's your internal compass when the external world goes full Nero and burns everything down. Strength and gentleness can coexist. He's a killer, yes, but he's also a father, a husband, a man who mourns. Gladiator teaches us that true strength isn't loud, it's quiet, controlled, like a lion who doesn't feel the need to roar unless it must roar. These days, the modern world teaches men, and let's be honest, everyone, to armor up. But Maximus? He shows us how to bleed and battle. He shows us that you don't have to be made of stone to be strong. Legacy is built in moments, not monuments. Rome is full of timeless writings and incredible temples. Well, Maximus doesn't build temples. He doesn't write books. He doesn't even live long enough to tell his own story. But the way he lives, his choices, his loyalty, his restraint, that becomes his legacy. That's what echoes in eternity. My own ego often struggles with this very notion, but the fact is, you don't have to be remembered by millions. You just have to matter deeply to a few people and do the right thing when it counts. But beware the Commodus within. Commodus isn't just the villain in the film, he's a warning. He's what happens when ego goes unchecked, when we crave power more than purpose and admiration more than authenticity. We all have a little Commodus in us, that voice that wants the credit without the work, that sulks when life isn't fair. The trick is to recognize it and then stab it metaphorically in the Colosseum of your mind. Or go to therapy, that works too. The afterlife as metaphor. Whether you believe in the afterlife or not, Gladiator gives us a very poetic metaphor. The afterlife as peace, as completion, as a coming home. And maybe life's not about avoiding death, but living in a way that when the end comes, we can walk toward it with open arms, knowing we fought well, loved well, and lived without regrets. Good luck with that. So the next time you watch Gladiator, look past the swords and sandals and see a man grappling with loss, loyalty, mortality, and doing it with dignity. And if nothing else, remember, don't be a friggin' Commodus, be a Maximus. Even if your name is Steve, especially if your name is Steve. Or Albert. They know what they did. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed these lessons, and speaking of which, if you want to master the basics of filmmaking and photography, then check out the link to the lessons down below. Thanks for watching, and God bless.